love you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Every day I love you more. You know why? Because I get closer to you. You know why? Because I keep studying your word. You know why? He already knows why. Do you know why? Word up, yo. You want peace in your life? Don't sin. Let me say that again. You want peace in your life, no drama, no stress. Even if you call like the cable company, you won't get stressed. God will direct the right lady to answer the call to fix your problem in a second. And then you see there's other people that will call the cable company. It'll be 7 hours of drama, yelling, screaming, this, that, and hell. Remember what I'm telling you, yo, because you don't see all that stress when you're doing a sin. When you're doing a sin, you feel good, you feel pleasure, everything is all love. But God already knows where it's heading, you know what I mean? Like I told my little nephew. It's not fair that God makes me have desires for women and then tells me I can't be with them. I said, yeah, because it's a test. If you looked at it as a test, you would understand God gave you desires that you had in your last life that you need to come to this life to fix. So he's going to give you these temptations to test you. Plus, he knows where it's going to head. Because that's what he was telling me. If I want to kiss a girl, what's the problem? Because I told him you can't even kiss a girl unless she's your wife. Oh, he went nuts. What? What kind of a justice? What kind of a God is this? Oh, yo. So I told him, let me ask you a question. Does kissing lead to other things? He goes, yeah. I said, so now you understand? Of course. If it was just kissing, maybe God would let it slide, yo. But it's not. You see, you're playing checkers, and God isn't even playing chess. He's playing a game you ain't never heard about, yo. Because he sees 5 billion steps ahead. So he knows it's going to lead to touching and, you know, God forbid, an STD, God forbid, an abortion. And you go, oh, you're exaggerating. Am I? Go ask all the kids in the world that fooled around with premarital sex and got pregnant. How pleasant it is, yo. It's not. It's not. You're going to hide it from your parents. You're going to be nervous. You're not going to even have money to get an abortion. You're going to get the abortion. You're going to feel bad. And I'm just talking about the dude. The girl, some murder, bro. Some murder, bro. Subconsciously in her heart, she knows she killed a baby, yo. That's tough to live with, yo. Tough. The women, man. Thank you, Hashem, so much for reminding me to talk about the women. Usually I don't read off the notes, yo, but I want to just read you this about the women because it came by so dope. Pay attention, especially if you're a woman, yo. Actually, if you're a man, pay more attention so you understand the value and the worth of a woman, yo. Because of the good deed that the women did by refusing to give their rings to idolatry, God rewarded them by giving them their own holiday in which the men have no portion. This is the New Moon Festival, which only women keep. The standard holidays parallel the patriarchs. Passover parallels Avraham, Shavuot parallels Yitzchak, and Sukkot parallels Yaakov. The 12 new moon festivals each year parallel the 12 tribes. However, since the men sinned, the 12 new moon festivals were taken away from them and given to the women. As it says in Kohelet 7:28, 1 man of 1,000 and a woman from all of these I have not found. There was not a single woman who said, these are your gods, O Israel. Remember, it says gods, meaning two. Meaning there was God, they believed in God, but they wanted a physical helper. They wanted something that they could see and touch, even if it was a golden calf. They lost Moses. They felt like he was God's messenger, you know, so they needed a new messenger. So I would have told them, what's wrong with Aaron? He made peace, he loves the world, he's Darkei Noam. Why did they pick Aaron? Something over there was not kosher, obviously, as you can see, yo. And some people will tell you it was just the Erev Rav, but if it was just the Erev Rav, we wouldn't be suffering for that today, yo. Trust me, man, it's not. The Jews mixed with the Erev Rav. That's probably more likely what happened, yo. There was not a single woman who said, these are your gods, O Israel. The 12 new moon festivals parallel the 12 signs of the zodiac. Since the women did not want to give their rings to the golden calf, it was a sign that they wanted to be under the direction of God alone. Love that. And I'll just tell you quick about Micha. Micha was the baby that was in the wall that the Egyptians were going to crush. His name comes from the word memoach, meaning to crush. He was the baby who was almost crushed and placed in the wall. Moses saved him after God warned him not to. Ezekiel 1:7, their feet were like the bottom of a calf's foot. Before the Israelites sinned with the golden calf, the holy angels had 4 wings. But now they had 6 wings. Why? To cover their calves. Oh, that's deep. I like that. In ancient times, there was an Egyptian sorcerer whose name was Apish. He was a king. With his occult powers, he was able to make a calf come out of the Nile once a year at 10 in the morning. This calf would fly in the air. The Egyptians made this day into a great holiday and called it the Day of Apish. You know, one thing the Torah taught me, amongst many, many things, is to always be honest. That the truth is above everything. I had some people that I used to work for, that stopped me from teaching Torah to the kids. So what do you think? You think if I see them, I'm going to be all nice to them and fake? Never. I won't embarrass them. I won't insult them. But I for sure will not act nice to them, You don't kiss up to the wicked. You know why? Because you're going to fall right in their hands, You should have seen it with Hamas and Israel, They kept helping them, giving Gaza. You're going to kick out your own citizens and put terrorists there and then complain when they murder you? Get out of here with this garbage, Come on, man. Come on, man. It doesn't make sense. All the leaders of Israel should be captured by Hamas, and they are the ones that should be the hostages, God forbid I say it like that, but that would be true justice, But it's all good. God made it like that. He made the world full of injustice to show you that in the end, He makes the justice. Plus, He has to let the criminal get away with the crime. Why? Free choice. If God punished every single person that sinned right away, nobody would sin. There would be no test. There would be no heaven. The whole purpose of heaven is to go through the test. You gotta earn it. Like one lady said to me, I don't understand. If God is so great and He's in the highest heights and no one's with Him, then how can He be around people? He's too holy to be around people. I said, nah. The opposite. He brings His holiness to the people. That's why He created the world. Because the giver of all good had to have somebody to give to. So He made the world. But then He said, I'm not going to just give. The truth is, if I give, they have to earn it. So He made a test. He made good. He made bad. He made temptation. He made rules. He made morals. He made all these things in the world that you see just for man and his test. I told you on the second day the angels bragged. We're greater than man. They were made in the 6th day. We were made on the 2nd. So Hashem told them, no, man is greater than you. That's why I created him on the 6th day. So the angels were confused. So God told them, the reason I created man on the 6th day is so that everything would be prepared for him. That's why. Even you are going to serve man. Gangsta, That's it, So now you're a man. You're a woman. You have a soul. You're a physical human being. Look at how great you are, You're greater than the angels, Maybe I'll call this video, you're greater than the angels. Word up. That's the potential of man. To be higher than an angel. Beautiful. Kadosh Baruch Hu, I love you so much, Hashem. And I just want to thank you for all the things you've done, did, and will do for me, As long as I stay on this path and being in love with you and being there for you and never letting your name get dishonored in front of me, to always let the people know who you are, to stay away from the wicked, to be extra nice to the righteous. Word. Oh, but you gotta tell me, be nice to the wicked. Yeah, right. Like some. Let me show you how fake this world is, There was this dude I knew. I stopped talking to him once I seen how fake he was, He was always talking about how righteous he is and how he's always praying to God and this and that. And then, so one day we were talking, so he goes to me, I pray for the wicked. He was like trying to say how righteous he was that he prays for the wicked. So I said, yeah, who do you pray for? So he named somebody that we both knew that was wicked. He goes, I pray for the wicked. I said, like who? He said, like this dude. I said, let me ask you a question. Did you ever pray for his victims? So he goes, no. So I go, maybe you should start praying for his victims and not for the wicked. You see, the Satan is such a genius that he convinced the world to have mercy on the wicked. That's 1 billion% wrong. The opposite, you have no mercy on the wicked. Why? Because they don't have mercy on God's children, The only time you have mercy on a wicked person is when he stops being wicked. When he even tries to do good, right away you have mercy on him. You give him everything. All the love you have in your heart, you pour out on him, yo. But if he's wicked, remove the wicked from his camp. You know, soon Parshas Kedoshim is coming up. And Achrei Mot, all sex crimes, yo. Man, how God is... And it's not even crimes like you would think. Like, God forbid, spilling seed. No, it doesn't even mention that, yo. It mentions having relations with your, God forbid, sister or family members, or... That's what it mainly talks about, yo. But believe it, man, it extends to every aspect of life. Remove the wicked from your camp. Don't have mercy on the wicked. Remember these things I'm telling you, yo. Like King Solomon said, you're gonna bail out an angry person from jail. Be prepared to bail him out again. That's what they're telling you, bro. Anger's for the fools. The arrogance and the anger is the most deadly combination in the world. And you know who has that? All the Democrats. Their hate for Trump will destroy them, because hating destroys the hater, yo. Remember that forever, yo. The anger and then the arrogance, yo. Go do a Google search and look at the people that live in Springfield, Ohio, talking about how these Haitians are stealing geese and pets and killing them and eating them, yo. Go do a 5-second Google search. You're gonna find it. And go look at the media with their arrogance. They're gonna lie to you in your face, yo. They keep hiding how bad this illegal immigration is, yo. They added more border agents so they pretend like everything's okay. When you're telling lies and your lies lead to people dying, you will die because of your lie. Let me say that again so we can be so clear, yo, so you see it's justice when I speak, yo. When your lie causes another person to die, you will die because of your lie. And that's to all the Democrats pushing this fake news that the border's secure, everything's okay. It's not as bad as what Donald Trump is telling you. It's actually worse than what he's telling you. I cannot wait till Hashem glorifies his name through the destruction of the Democrats, yo. You want to talk about removing the wicked from your camp? That's it right there. You cannot get more wicked than the Democrats today. That's a fact, bro. Worse than Hitler, worse than anything in the world. You know why? Because Hitler didn't have social media. They do. Hitler could only lie in a certain vicinity, in a certain radius. They could lie across the world, yo. Look at how many people they murder and kill. Just look at fentanyl alone that comes through the southern border and other borders, yo. It's a bad look for America, yo. The Democrats literally tried to destroy America, yo. It's the facts, yo. And how the media is so complicit, man. How they keep peddling these lies, yo. It's crazy. Like with the 2020 election, even with January 6th, do they ever talk about the George Floyd riots? Do they ever condemn those people? Do they ever say that they should go back and look at the cameras and arrest all those people? How do you think all those people that murdered during the George Floyd riots, or destroyed property, or beat people up, or caused and inflicted immense damage, how do you think they feel right now knowing they got away with it? They're probably so happy. That's because they don't know God. Not only did they not get away with it, they're going to get punished for all the years they got away with it. So when the punishment comes from them, the full force of the law is going to come down on them. And I'm not talking about the law over here, yo. You see how fake the law is over here, yo. That's why it says man-made laws are always changing. That's why they're not real. When God makes a law, gay marriage will never be legal. That's a law. That's forever. No matter how much society changes, if the whole world became gay, God forbid, it still would apply. You understand? Man, where are the leaders of the Jews, yo? Where are the leaders of the Jews, man? It is a problem. You know, the craziest thing is that if you really know, if you're part of my nation, you would know there's a lot of Jews that are really anti-God, yo. They really, not even anti-God. You have to believe in God to be anti-God. They don't even believe in him, yo. The word for world in Hebrew is olam. It comes from the word ne'elam, to conceal. God is concealing himself in this world through nature. But don't ever think for 1 second that justice doesn't come in this world. It does. Mostly it does. You know how I can prove it to you? Karma. There's instant karma and there's distant karma. You're much better off getting the instant. This way you could get the punishment here and get it over with, yo. If it's distant, forget about it, yo. That karma could come after you die, and God only knows, yo. Let me give you a glimpse into the hell that's waiting for all of these Democrats, yo. All of them. Anybody who supports Joe Biden, Walz, and Harris is going to hell if they don't do tshuva. You better etch that in stone in your brain for eternity. I mean, I don't even have to go down the line. I'll just give you a couple. Pro-gay marriage, that's it. That will get you hell right there. You will have to go to hell to get cleansed of that sin. Absolutely. Then, of course, the whole thing with abortion. I've never seen people so pro-death in my life. We want the right. The right for what? To kill our baby. And that's what you want the right to do? You clowns, yo. So immoral, man. Just want to go against God every step of the way, yo. You don't have money to have kids? Then don't have kids, bro. Or have kids and trust that God will give you the money, because that's what he does. He gave you the kids as a gift, as a loan. You don't think he's going to give you money to support them? He will. Pro-life. Pro-death. Don't ever let them convince you it's pro-life and pro-choice. It's not. And just while we're on the topic real quick, the only exception according to the Torah is not incense and rape. Those are not exceptions. The only exception is when the mother's life is in danger. Then you can abort the baby. You could go crazy, you could go nuts, you could scream, you could pull your hair out, you can do whatever you want. I already told you, when God makes a law, it's etched in stone for eternity. Remember this, yo. So don't play with that. Abortions usually come to the world from sex crimes, yo. That they're never gonna tell you, yo. But like I said, yo, pro-life, pro-death. They're gonna call it pro-choice because that's the way they like to twist and turn the truth into a pretzel. That's what they do. They're experts at that, yo. The Democrats, yo, they're gonna fall into the hands of the Satan. Every single kid who got murdered with fentanyl, they're gonna pay. The 13 that died at Abbygate, they're gonna pay. And all the other people that they indirectly murdered, they're gonna pay. Look at Russia and Ukraine. They could have avoided that war. All the people that died are in their file, yo. Remember this. So now what are we going to see? We're going to go to Shamayim when we're sleeping. Hashem is going to call our souls. Because over there's no time. You could be up in the middle of the day. Then when you go to sleep, he'll call your soul and put you in that trial. And you're going to see what's going to be the end of them, yo. You think all the souls they killed are going to come and pelt them with stones every day for the rest of them? Those people are in heaven chilling. They don't even want to go over there. It's going to be like Saul when he called Shmuel. What are you taking me away from my peace? But you're going to see them in the hands of the Satan, the torture that he's going to put them through. You see, what's so beautiful about hell is that it becomes like a world. It's its own world. It's just like its own earth. It's a world where only the people in hell go there. So there's like roads and there's probably all these things over there. And you're going to see that God is going to put Joe Biden in a drought. The Democrats really have no idea the hell that's waiting for them if they don't change. They really don't. They just don't get it, yo. They don't get that hell is like this earth to its own. Over there you have like buildings and streets and people live like in a world. But over there the Satan runs the show. There's starvation. There's drought. There's people eating their children. There's people getting thrown off of buildings. There's, you know what's probably gonna happen? All the Hamas terrorists, actually not. They're going to be the ones getting thrown off the building. How funny is that, yo? I was almost going to say that the Hamas terrorists are going to torture Joe Biden and all his friends and all the Democrats. Yo, if you support the Democrats, you murdered people, yo. Remember this for eternity. The 13 at Abbygate, all the people that died of fentanyl, all the migrant crime murders, all of that, yo. You responsible. Yeah, you're not as responsible as Joe Biden, but you have a hand in the murder and you're gonna have to pay for that, yo. So over there in that world, it could be like if you're Joe Biden and God would make like all the demons, yo, attack you. Like all the social media, you know, if they had like one guy that the whole world just attacked and dropped dead, you should die, this, that. Yo, Hashem is gonna torture, yo, to see Rachel Maddow and Kamala Harris shivering in a corner, and demons surrounding them about to do God knows what to them, should bring joy to your heart, yo. And if somebody gets up and says, oh no, that's not the way of the Torah, it's dark, no, what are you talking about? You're a liar, yo, and you're gonna get punished like them. Justice is Darkei Noam. Murdering them for having no mercy. I already told you, angry and arrogant. Angry at Trump and arrogant to the world, yo. In your face, they're gonna lie to you. They're gonna bust in thousands of migrants to your community, deplete all the resources, and destroy your life, yo. That's what they're gonna do to you. And smile and tell you it's a new path forward. What new path? You were just the president for 4 years. You were the vice president. What new path forward? You yourself are admitting it's a condemnation on your own administration. Psychotic, yo, man. How Hashem mixed this world up. My goodness, because the world got rid of him, yo. The world deserves it, yo. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. It's just like the people deserve the rabbi according to their level. It's the same thing with the world, yo. You want the world to be peaceful, happy, full of love? Get stuck to God. You want the world to be full of chaos, darkness, and death? Leave God. I just gave you the secret to life in one sentence, yo. And that's the knowledge of the Torah in effect. My love for you is so deep, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's like a never-ending stream of water, yo. Fresh water, clean water, pure water. Because that's how my heart is with you. My sins I confess openly. Like King David, I put them in front of me on a table and confront them. I told someone the other day, yo, they said, what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a goalie. He said, like in soccer? I said, no, like in life. He said, what do you mean? I said, all I do all day is block wicked people from getting in touch with me, yo. That's what I do. How many people I had to block, yo. Because I realized they dirty, wicked, and evil. And I would never, ever, 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 ever want to be around them. Those souls, I want nothing to do with them. Remember, I told you the truth is above everything. And before I let you go, let me let you know that if you want peace in your life, stick to God, study Torah like a cycle, and you will see it will slowly change your character. You'll be wise, you'll be humble, you'll be smart, you'll be clever, you'll be nice, you'll be courteous, you'll be polite, and you'll be all the good things that are attached to God. You'll be peaceful. You have chemistry, and you'll be smart enough to know to remove the wicked from your camp or remove yourself from their camp. Surround yourself with beauty and love, and you'll be a beautiful, loving person, yo. And that beauty and love is the Torah. Remember, no sins, no stress. Remember that. There's only one exception, like with Job, God, righteous person. God is going to take away, test him, and give it back double. No problem. And he can do whatever he wants because he's the God, the King of justice. And nobody who is going to say something. I want to know who is going to get up and question God, yo. Who's going to have the guts that if you saw like a big rabbi get up and start yelling at God, this is not fair with the hostage, this is great. Not a real rabbi, bro. Not a real rabbi would know right away it's all justice, yo. Now you gotta figure it out. Understand? Ay, Hashem, I don't even go and watch the news about the war anymore, yo. What do I want to see? The same old song and dance. We destroyed Rafah, but they're still sending rockets. We're gonna destroy Hezbollah, but they're still sending rockets. The people in the north still haven't gotten home. The country's a mess, divided. There's no Torah. It's a horror show. Horror show, yo. Wow, it's so bad. It's so bad, man. The only solace I take in my heart is that God is going to have to send an angel who's going to be the Mashiach, yo. He's going to be an angel in physical form, yo. It's gonna be somebody so holy. I don't know, a reincarnation of King David, yo. Somebody on another level, yo. You know what King David was? A compassionate warrior. That's going to be the Mashiach. He's going to have compassion on the righteous and no mercy on the wicked. He's going to be a warrior with the wicked, yo. Beautiful. That's who's going to come, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're going to send the Mashiach and end the nonsense, yo. Stop the madness, yo. What do we want? We want to just enjoy the world, relax, live in peace, and see good for our family. That's all we want, man. Everyone can help each other. But they don't, yo. The devil got real strong. He took over. Who has more of an influence on this world right now, God or the devil? The devil. It hurts me to say it, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But God himself would admit it, yo. Of course, obviously, he's the God of truth. The God of modesty. Look at the world. It's very immodest. A lot of lies. A lot of corruption. A lot of fakeness, yo. Soon, my brother, the Mashiach will come and peace will reign supreme on the land. There won't be no hostages. There won't be no rockets. There might not even be metal. Just like there was no metal allowed in the Beit HaMikdash, maybe there's going to be no metal in this world, yo. Word up, yo. You're the most beautiful, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Your wisdom is your beauty. Look at the beach. Show me a girl that's more attractive than the most beautiful sunset. You'll never find it, yo. One of the best proofs is that she eventually will lose that beauty. The earth will never lose its beauty. The earth always remained. Isn't that interesting? Heaven and earth testified. Why? Because they last forever. So even when your children's children come to this world to sin, he'll be right there to testify against you. And look what it says. Heaven and earth testify against this world. Oh, yes, it will. Just look around. There's a lot of earthquakes and tornadoes and natural disasters. That's the heaven and earth testifying. You don't deserve to have peace in this world, so we're going to mess things up with hurricanes. We're going to heat the water extra hot with the sun. That's what heaven and earth are going to do, yo. They're going to play with you the way you play with them. You're going to throw things in the ocean, plastic all over the place. You're going to throw your cigarette butts on the floor. You're not going to care. The earth is going to rebel against you, yo. Why do you think there's so much worms in the fruit and vegetables? Why do you think there's so much chemicals sprayed on all of the crops, yo? They're spraying the chemicals for a reason, right? Because they're dirty, because the earth got dirty. It's just a matter of time, yo. Until the earth is going to get permission from God to rebel. And when the earth rebels, be careful, yo. Be careful. We saw just a tsunami. Looks like a little 3-foot wave 3 miles away. By the time it comes to shore, it's a 60-foot monster wave with murder on its mind, yo. The wrath of the waters, the wrath of God, yo. Wow, 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 wow. It pains me so much. I can't wait. And the day will come. You mark my words, where God is my witness. I know this is true. A day will come when I will make videos in the next world. And it won't be about Hamas and the war and the Democrats and none of that, yo. No one's gonna need to talk about it because they're already gonna be destroyed. I don't even need to talk about the destruction. Y'all are gonna see it for yourself. If you're righteous enough, God will show you the wicked get destroyed. So no need to even mention any of that, yo. Just talk about the mysteries and the mystical teachings of the Torah. That's it. That's it. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the destruction of the wicked and how amazing it was, and how there's no dogs barking, how there's no people smoking cigarettes and throwing it on the floor, how there's no people blasting their music, banging on your head, running around with their children. It's gonna be a world of peace, love, and harmony. And I cannot wait to taste of that beauty. Wow, man, Hashem is coming soon. I feel it, man. That brings such happiness to my heart, yo. And like you know, we can't end it on a bad note. But if you really analyze what I said, it's not a bad note. It's the most beautiful note. It's Mashiach coming, rewarding the righteous and destroying the wicked. And how beautiful it's going to be in the next world. That sounds real positive to me. Love you, Hashem.